All right, welcome class. We're going to go over the chapter 3 assignment on functions. We're going to talk about how do you input a function, and then we're going to find how do you find the input if you have the output already. So first things first. So let's start with a normal function. Let's say you have f of x equals 3x plus 2, and then you pick an input, some number. Let's just say, for example, f of 4. So if I ask you, what is f of 4, that means that you plug in 4 wherever you see an x. So this x here becomes 4. That's nothing new. We've talked about that before. And so what that just does for us, remember there's a hidden multiplication. 3 times 3x is really 3 times x. So now 3x becomes 3 times 4 because all we have to do with the function is just replace the x's with that input value, which in this case is 4. And when we do that, we get 3 times 4 plus 2, and then we simply simplify. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. And that's how you plug in a number into a function. That's nothing new. Today we're going to talk about how do you find the input if I already gave you the output. So, for example, let's use this same function. Let's say we have f of x is 3x plus 2, and this time I'm saying f of x equals 23. How about that? And then my question is, what is x? That's a little bit tougher, isn't it? That's a little bit harder to find. So how do we figure this out? How do I find the input if I know the output? And the answer is really simple. You can kind of see here already that the function equals 23. But you know what? You already know what f of x equals. This part right here, doesn't it equal 3x plus 2? So we could just plug that in. We can just replace that and say, hey, 3x plus 2 equals 23. And then all you have to do is solve. So we have to get the x by itself, so we need to get rid of whatever's not x, so this plus 2 here has to go. And has to go means I have to move it to the other side, and the way we move it to the other side is we do the opposite. So the opposite of plus 2 is minus 2, and that's going to give us a little different color here. 3x equals 21. And our last step right here, we're going to divide both sides by 3, because remember this is 3 times x. And the opposite of multiplication is division. So in order to move it to the other side, we just have to divide. And once we do that, we get x equals 7. And what did we learn here? What did we learn? Well, we learned that in order to find the output of a function, in order to find the input of a function given the output, you simply have to take that output and set it equal to the original function. And then you simply solve for x, and then you find the output value. And that's how you find the input value from the output value. Thank you.